We are live, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. A very good morning to one and all, and a warm welcome from St. Teresa's Institute of Education and EdFlyLearn to the third day of the Faculty Development Program on creating tech-savvy teachers for future classrooms. Friends, it is but fitting to begin our day by imploring the blessings of the Almighty, and for a few fleeting seconds, let us be still as we make this prayer in our hearts. God, our loving Father, we ask you to lay your hand of protection on each of us gathered here, our loved ones, and on the entire world. We entrust our existence to your loving care, Father, and ask you to take control of the prevailing pandemic, to restore life to normalcy, and to heal those affected by the coronavirus. Safeguard every living being on this planet. Wipe away the regrets we have about the past, the panic that distorts the present, and the anxiety that blurs the future. With faith in our hearts, Father, we entrust everything to you and believe in your promise that you will make all things beautiful in your time. With that prayer in our hearts, I welcome you back to the session. Technology, dear friends, has come to be the order of the day, and online teaching has become the need of the hour. Today's session is an exciting one because it invites each of us to be a brand in ourselves by the lessons and lectures we deliver. With our unique style of presentation, a dash of creativity, and a touch of innovation. It's time your lessons not only cater to the needs of your own students, but reach stakeholders across the globe. And what better way than by sharing the videos of your lectures on social media platforms? Indeed, it's time to go viral. All it takes for this paradigm shift is two important things, a skill set and a mindset. This morning, our resource person, Dr. Sandhya Khedekar, is someone who walks the talk in a techno-driven world, a true inspiration to all who have interacted with her. I now invite Dr. Khedekar to take the lead and enlighten us on how to create videos of our lectures and upload them on our very own YouTube channels. Over to you, Dr. Khedekar.
My dear participant friends, a very good morning once again. I'm very happy to see you all here once again. And let me share with you that I got so many calls and messages from the participants that they are doing practically all the demonstration, whatever I'm showing, and I'm very happy about it, that you all are working at your home. But be safe, stay healthy, and keep learning always. We all are in a phase of teaching learning situation where we are teaching our students from home. And for that purpose, we need to understand many tools which are available over there. Today, we will be discussing about how to record your video. There are many types of recording video. Suppose you have all the gadgets at your home, video camera, all the setup, the stand for the camera, everything is there. You have one studio room. It's not necessary at all. I will show you some simple ways how you can record your videos. If you have all that setup at home, well and good, not an issue. But still, by not having all those setup for video recording, how you can record your video with most effective way, those ways I am going to show you today. So you can have different kind of videos, like you can have your PowerPoint presentation just, and you can show your face on the right hand side corner or any corner of the screen, and you can record the video with slideshow plus your face. You can have, if you don't want your face to be visible on the screen, what you can do is you just have a PowerPoint presentation and only screen is visible, and you can record your voice with that. Then If you don't want to show any PowerPoint presentation, you just want to have your video, you can record your video in that way also. Again, if you don't have PowerPoint also, you don't have any gadget also, you just have a mobile. With help of mobile also, you can do beautiful videos. So you just need a mobile and mobile camera. So you just click on some applications I will be showing to you in my presentation. And by downloading those applications, you will be able to make your effective videos with the help of mobile device only. And one more thing is, if you want to go for more advanced things, you can have your laptop and PC and you can download some applications and you can record. And some tabletop recording options are also available. For example, your face is not visible to the participants, even not screen, even not any presentation. You are just writing something on the book and you are explaining some topic or subject to the students. And that explanation you want to record with help of just mobile, you can do that also. So there are different ways of recording your video. I'll be showing those types. And after the types of videos, what we will do is we will learn to how to create your YouTube channel. Because once I created my videos, what I will do with that, I will show it to my students. I can add it in Google Classroom, or I can add it in some Google Meet options, or I can have my own YouTube channel and I will upload all those videos for teaching learning purpose to my students, and they can learn at their own time. So time restriction will not be there to the students. So they have to just click on your YouTube channel and they can record, they can see your recorded lecture, right? So it's very easy to create your own YouTube channel. What you need for that, somebody was asking me yesterday, do we need to pay money something for YouTube channel? No. You can create your YouTube channel for free and it's very easy to do. It's just require one email ID. You just need one email ID and you can create your own YouTube channel just in 5 minutes time, and it's very easy to do. I'll actually show the demonstration of how to create YouTube channel and how to create your different kinds of videos. So let us go to the demonstration, and again I am reminding you, this recording of all these sessions will be available on my YouTube channel, so you can see those videos and you can solve the quiz daily. You can have answers from my videos, and don't forget to subscribe my channel, because whenever I'll put any new video about technology or about teaching learning, about any skills, life skills, soft skills, or some other technology skills to the student, some methods of teaching or some teaching learning tools, that video will be visible to you and you will get an intimation for that. So please subscribe my channel. Just go on YouTube, type Sandhya Khedekar and try doing that. Thank you so much. So let us go to the demonstrations now. Let us begin. So let us begin with the actual demonstration. I am sharing my screen with you, and let us go on the next slide. How to make video with mobile. So I will show you some simple tricks and simple steps without any gadgets or having big cameras with big resolution. With a simple device called a mobile, we can record our lectures effectively. So how we can do that? Here you can see, if you are using only mobile, so you can just use mobile, or you can use it with some board, whiteboard or chalkboard, and you can show some demonstration on board. Or you can use tabletop, that means your face is not visible, but whatever you are writing on table or on paper, that is visible to the participants. You can use screen recorder of your mobile, or we can say you can download some application of screen recorder. I will be showing some examples of it. Or you can have your face recording, that means actual video of yourself, that you are facing the camera and you are recording your lecture. So for face recording, light and sound effect is very essential. So you have to always see that sufficient light is there on your face and your sound is clear. That means you have to sit in a quiet place where no other sound is there, and you have to record your lecture and see the distance from camera also. So how your face is visible to the students, that is also essential to know. So these are some aspects that you have to take care of while recording your lecture with help of mobile. So I'm here sharing a screen of my mobile. You can see in most of the mobiles like MI or some Android phones, screen recorder is always inbuilt there. You can see here icon with camera. So this is the screen recorder already inbuilt in my mobile. If you don't have it in your mobile, what you can do is just go in the Play Store and type screen recorder, and you can download any screen recorder for your mobile. I'll show you some examples also. And when I click on this, here you can see on right hand side there will be a start button, and if I start recording, it will get started, and whatever I'm doing on my screen of mobile, it will get recorded. One more option is there. If I share from, I don't want this recorder and I want to download some recorder. So I have downloaded it here. vRecorder is there. It is called as video recorder. Beautiful features it is having. I will show you. When you on it, options will like this. That's you can stop, you can share some screen, you can brush it if you want to type something, you want to write something, you can write, and you can use some keys also. So vRecorder screen look like this, and from here you can start. It is a free version. If you want more additional features, you can purchase it also. And it is having editor also. So in this recording itself, if you want to edit your video, if you want to cut some part, you can trim with this option. Trim option is also there. Then if you want to compress your video, if its size is very big and without disturbing the quality, if you want to compress it, you can compress it here, or you can make your video to MP3. If you want to convert it just into audio, you can do that from here. And very wonderful feature vRecorder is having. And there are some settings like you can change the resolution of video, you can change the quality of video, you can have some extra features in it. I have recorded a small video with help of my mobile. I'm going to show you actually how we can record the screen. You just have to go on your screen recorder and record it. I'll play this video. I have made this for you.
Friends, now I will show you how to record with help of your mobile. So I'm recording screen of my mobile. Here you can see on the screen in MI phone, always screen recorder option is there over here, you can see. So if I click on this option of screen recorder, this kind of screen will be visible, and on right hand side corner in orange color there is a video camera. It will ask me to start recording. So recording is already started. I'm recording this on screen recorder only. So this facility is available. Now let me show you one more feature how you can record your screen. So go on the Google Play Store, and here you can type vRecorder. There is a very good app called vRecorder. So you can just go here, and this kind of screen is visible. So you can install it in your mobile. It will get a few minutes to install. So, and this screen recorder is having some options of recording your screen, and it's free. So you can use different kind of recorders also. So now I'll cancel this thing. I'll show you some more screen recorders. If you don't have inbuilt screen recorder in your mobile, what you can do is just type screen recorder here, and you will get many applications in your Play Store. So here you can see screen recorder, V recorder, as just now I showed you. Then one more option of screen recorder and video recorder, X recorder is also there. This is also good in blue color, screen recorder, no ads by Kimsey 9929. And here you can see some more options like screen recorder by App Smarts, screen recorder by video downloader. Then promo options are there and video editors are also there. So in your mobile also this facility is available. So those participants who are thinking that I want to record my lecture as a teacher and I don't have many gadgets with me, so what to do? So what you can do, just open your mobile, go in the Play Store of your mobile, and these kind of applications are available. You can record your screen. Just now as I'm recording my screen, you can record your screen and you can work on it and you can save all your videos, and you can edit it with some applications also. So there are very good editors available. If you go on again Play Store and if you type video editor, so video editors are also available, like uvideo is there, Likey is there, InShot, Viva Video, Video Show, UCut, video editor. KineMaster is one of the wonderful tool where you can edit your videos. It is for free. Then video maker of photos with music and video. If you want to add some music to your videos, it is possible with help of this application. So you can download some music, or if you have inbuilt music in your mobile, you can use that. And you can add some photographs also. You can add PowerPoint presentation. You can have different kinds of features in different tools. So video editor is also available and video recorder is also available. So it is very much easy to record your video lecture with help of your mobile. So now we will see some more features.
So dear friends, that was my recorded video on my mobile with help of screen recorder. It's very easy, just you have to click on the screen recorder and it gets started. It's wonderful feature of mobile. You can do it and try it. You will be able to do it very easily. Now we will see some examples of tabletop recording with mobile. For example, you want to demonstrate something, or those teachers who are drawing teachers, they want to show some demo of drawing, or mathematics teacher want to show some illustrations of examples. So this facility is available. You can see in this picture, one stand is here like we use in the car for holding the mobile. So you can use that stand, you can have your mobile inbuilt in that, and you can start recording with tabletop. If you don't have that stand of car, what you can do is you just take a scale and attach your mobile on that scale with help of any rubber band or any thread. It is called as Indian Jugaad. We Indian people are very good in Indian Jugaad, and we can do anything with any gadget. So I have some books are kept over here. I have taken this image from YouTube. So some books are kept here, and you can see enough support is given to mobile, so this mobile will not fall. And recorder is on, and you can see on the table, paper is kept on the table, or some sticks it is also available. So with help of with just a paper, table and pen, pencil, you will be able to draw anything, you will be able to write anything on this paper, and you can show to your students. It's very easy way to record with tabletop. One more option is you just have that again a stand which we use in car for holding mobile, and you can have a board in front of you, so you can sit on the chair and you can write on that board, and that recording will be visible to the students. or you can have some stands like this. We have in fridge or in kitchen. So we Indian people, we can make use of any gadget for anything or any material from kitchen for anything. So this kind of stands are available. You can take this, and how you can use this is just put in middle of books and keep your mobile on that steel rod. So your mobile will not fall, and easily you can start the recording of your mobile, and whatever you are doing in the paper on your table, it will be visible to the students and you can record it very easily. So you can do this. It's very easy. Many times we see that many people are doing tabletop recording and we think that somebody is holding that mobile. So there is no necessity of any other person when you are recording your lecture. You alone can do it. This kind of Indian jugaad you have to do. Use your creativity to maximum and you can do it very easily. Tabletop is one of the option. It's wonderful feature where you just use mobile and record your lecture. Then there is one free software called Animeez, which is used for whiteboard animation. And free animated presentation software it is. We will see a small demonstration of it, how to use Animeez. I will actually show you how to do that. I will start this video of the universe and here you can see this kind of images we can insert with help of Animeez. We can have some moving pictures for geography, for science. Here you can describe something, you can put the text, you can maximize the image, you can have different animations over here. You can have any kind of picture because these pictures are already available in Animeez. You just have to insert the picture and you have to give effect to that picture, and that effect gets done and you can have narration to this. You can speak in front of your device. With help of mobile also we can use Animeez, or you can use laptop for doing this. So these kinds of animations are available. It's wonderful feature of animeez.com. Just go on www.animeez.com, download this application and you can use wonderful animations for recording your lectures. Now we will see how to record video with help of laptop, because when we are using mobile is a device where you can have maximum number of applications for screen recorder and you can record it easily. But if you want some additional features, like you want to simultaneously wish to present your PPT, PowerPoint presentation, or you want to show some demonstration, or you have some experiment and you want to show that to the students, you can use various softwares. You just go on Google and you will get n number of softwares. With help of those softwares you can record your video lecture on laptop, or there are many apps available, so you can download those apps in laptop and you can do this. So I am giving few examples because if I put all the list of all the software, you will get confused. So those which already I have used and I found that these are really good and user friendly, I'm telling only those examples. There are many other applications and many other softwares with help of which you will be able to record your video. Here I have written Screencast-O-Matic. Just go on Google, type Screencast-O-Matic and you will be able to download it very easily, and it's very easy to use. Once you install it, one exe file, and you run that file, the icon of Screencast-O-Matic is visible on the desktop of your laptop. And what you have to do is just click on the record button and your screen gets recorded. You can have your photo or your face image on the recording part. You can share your PPT, you can share any image, you can share any video, and you can record your video lecture with help of Screencast-O-Matic. Then one more beautiful feature or beautiful application is Presentation Tube. In Presentation Tube, basically, There are many additional features, like you can go live on Google and you can show some demonstration, or you can go on YouTube directly and you can show some link to students, you can show some videos to the students, and you can record your lecture. So with your face also, without your face also, and you can have your lecture on that. OBS Studio is also one of the good software, but it has limitation that it gets easily downloaded on Windows 10 or the higher version. You have to struggle for some lower versions, but it is wonderful to use and good features it is having. On Zoom also, if you have downloaded Zoom on your laptop, you can record your lecture in Zoom. What you have to do is just join the meeting of Zoom and go on it and start recording, and after you end the meeting it will automatically save your video. It's very easy to do. Then Filmix is there. With help of Filmix you can record your video plus you can edit your video. Render Forest is there nowadays. Many teachers are using it. It is one of the wonderful software, we can say, where you can have animated videos, where you can use whiteboards, where you can use some 3D images, and wonderful feature it is having. Just go on Render Forest website and explore more about it. I'm not going to show the demo of it because I have given a demo of Render Forest multiple times in my some videos of YouTube. So if you want more explanation about it or demo about it, just go on my YouTube channel and you will be able to see the demo of Render Forest. Now I am going to show you one demo of Whiteboard Maker video, because nowadays it is catching attention of students and small children. Basically they like animated videos or Whiteboard Maker videos. I have taken reference from Easy Tech Studio. So let us watch that. I'll actually show how if we want to see the Whiteboard Maker videos, some 5 best whiteboard animation softwares here I'm going to show you. First is Video Scribe, wonderful, but only 7 days free. After that you have to pay for it, but it is having very good features. You just have to select the hand, whatever hand you want, and it gets there with text. Then Explain Duo is there. With help of Explain Duo, you will be able to insert the screen and you can explain. You can add image of a teacher, you can add image of people or persons, and you can add text. So it will look like that person is talking to the students, and you can have this kind of animation with help of this. Then one more software is Easy Sketch Pro 3. So where you can draw some sketches, and with help of these sketches you can add, even you can add some images. If I want this image will get added here. One more is Go Animate. With help of Go Animate you can have some animated pictures, also moving pictures. You can insert that on your screen. You can add some text and these animated pictures will automatically talk for you. You just have to place the text here in that animated video. Then TTS Sketch Maker is there. In this, you have to choose the hand. So, the hand is writing and you have to type the text and it will get animation for you. You can add your voice also. If you want to add music, you can add music. There are some features available over there. So this was about Whiteboard Maker video. Wonderful features it is having, and you can for any subject. Many teachers yesterday they were asking what to use for history, what to use for science subject, mathematics subject. So my dear participants, all these video makers you can use for any subject. You can demonstrate anything. You can take some animated videos, you can take some text, you can have some models over there, and you can record your lecture with help of these softwares. So there are some types of videos. If you try to explore this, the list is endless. But I'll show you some of it, that some motion graphic. Means in that video motion is there, people are moving around or the object is moving, and you can put some graphic options in that. Then 2D motion graphic with character, 5D animation, 3D animation. I think all of you are aware about this. Whiteboard animation, I just showed the demo. Then live action with track element, stop motion, kinetic topography animation, screencast, and infographic. So there are some other types also. There are many types of videos available. I have taken reference from Yans Media here. Let us see a small clip where we can, how we can use this. So types of explainer video, if you see 2D motion, it will look like this. So you will have some moving picture with graphic. If you want to use 2D with graphic, you can use this. With 3D effect, you can see over here with 3D effect, we can use this. 5D animation is also available. Wonderful feature it is having. So you can use some 5D images. Whiteboard animation, you already know about this. You can use whiteboard. 3D animation is also there. So in 3D effect, it will show the 3D effect. Then live action, you can have some people moving, live action video. Live action with track element, you can have some elements track, you can put some graphics and some text. Stop motion is also there. It's wonderful. With help of H5P, you will be able to do this. Then kinetic typography is also there. So you can see in this video how it will look. Then screencast is there, where you can actually record your screen and you can have some animation. Infographic is there, where information is there and some graphs will be there, and mostly it is used in business purpose. Then there are some other features also. You can see over here in this video. You can have this kind of images also. Isometric is there. For some science experiment or for some geography, you can use. With popular images, you can have some animations with some popular people. Then cutout animation, you can put some cutouts and you can have animation. Then traditional animation, you all know about it. Then we have outline. Here you can see some outline video can be made. Parallax with images is there. Wonderful feature it is having. You can see, wonderful. And these are some of the examples of how you can go with the different kinds of videos. So my dear friends, in this short time, actually it is not possible to show demonstration of all the softwares, but I will be putting one by one. I will be making it a little elaborate, and I will put all the softwares and all the applications, how to use in detail on my YouTube. You can watch later also. So these are types of videos where you can use your recording. Now, what you have to do is, you just take your mobile. Most of you might not be having your laptop handy with you. It might be in the school or somewhere else. So what you can do is just take your mobile, record one video. You can record your face, or you can have your screen recording. Download one screen recorder and record one video of 4 or 5 minutes and keep it ready. And you can upload it on your YouTube channel. Now I will show you how to create your YouTube channel. Let me go to the next page. So for this purpose, what you have to do is just go on youtube.com. You all might have visited this website earlier n number of times. So just go on URL and type youtube.com. So YouTube screen will be visible to you. And on this screen, you can see many videos, and there is a option called, here you can see one video kind of thing. And if you go there, it will ask you to create. And what you have to do is, just you have to click on create. And after clicking on create, it will ask you to put your email address, Gmail address. And you have to put your Gmail address and your channel will get created. It's that easy. So I have already created my channel. So if I click on create, it will ask me upload video or go live. So I'll go to my video channel. You can create from here and this kind of screen will be visible. I'll go to my channel. When I go to my channel, there are two options, customize channel and YouTube Studio. So what you have to do is, first thing, you do your customized channel, and after clicking on this, you will be able to see this front screen. You can change the background image, you can add your photo if you want, or you can add your description about you. And before going to this, let me show you how it looks when your channel is not there and how you have to go. So you will understand it better, I think. So I am signing out, so it will be easier to you for understanding. So when I go, here are two options, sign in, because already I have created my YouTube channel. If I click on create, it will take me to a page where I have to sign in. So I have created my video and it is asking me to sign in. So whenever I am using my YouTube channel as a host, every time I have to sign in. So it is essential, otherwise you will not be able to see your channel. So after creating that, there are many features available. So I'll be not able to show you all the features. When I am on my channels, here you can see some options are there, your channel, paid membership, YouTube Studio, from where actually you can upload your video. So YouTube Studio is useful to upload your video. You have switch account, sign out, dark theme if you want to use, language, it is asking what kind of language you want to use, location India, settings and other things. So I'll go to my channel, and after visiting my channel, here is my YouTube Studio. If I go to my YouTube Studio, it will ask me to upload video. So here this kind of screen is visible. I already have made some videos, so they are visible here. And on right hand side, there is one arrow. Here you can see. So you have to just click on this. So if I click on this, it will ask me to upload video. So what you have to do is, you have already created your video, right? So 4-5 minutes video you have to create. You keep that video in your laptop or in your mobile. And after creating your YouTube channel, you can just select files from here. After selecting files, it will ask me which video you want to add. So for example, I am taking this video. Okay, day 2 session, and I am opening it. So it will take me to the next page, and this kind of screen is visible where it will ask you for the title. So I'll not change it. I'll keep it as it is. If I want to change, I can change it. Day 2 session, Dr. Sandhya Khedekar, 7th June. If I want to type some description, I can write the video is about Google Meet, then Google Teams. It is my yesterday's video, so I am putting all this. You can put comma or hashtag in between. So whenever any visitor or subscriber is checking for any information, your video will be visible to that person. So description is very necessary over here. So I am putting Google Meet, Google Teams, then Google Site. Or if I want to add some information, I can add, or I can type my name. So if anybody is searching with my name, this video will be visible to that person. And you can see here, it is getting uploaded. It will take few minutes to get upload. And after uploading, you have to click on next. It will take to the next page. And it will ask you save or publish. You can save it or you can publish it later. You can publish it privately, unlisted, anyone with the video link only. If you want to restrict your video to the people and you don't want make it public, you can do that, or you can click on public and click on publish. So whenever my video will get uploaded 100%, it will get uploaded on my YouTube channel. And when I go to my videos here, in videos you can see, I'm just cancelling it, yeah, because I was using it for demo purpose. So all my videos are visible here, and you can see the visibility is to public, then restrictions are none. If I want to change settings of this video, I can go on this video and just go in more options. And in more options, you can put the recorded date, then license, standard YouTube license or some other license if you want, Creative Commons attribution. Here, let me tell you, Creative Commons attribution means you are giving right to anybody to use your video, or you can keep it as a standard. If you want to put the location of video, you can put, you can select the category. Some categories are here like music, pets, animals, sports, gaming, comedy, entertainment, education. So whatever content you have, you can choose. I have chosen science and technology as this is a technology video. From languages, you can choose language. I have chosen here English India because my language is English, which is from India. So I have chosen this. And in comment and rating, you can select here all, allow all comments. So anybody who is commenting on your video, so you are allowing them. You can hold potentially inappropriate comments for review, hold all comments for review, and disable comments. So I always prefer hold potentially inappropriate comments for review. If anybody is using some abusive words, I will be able to see here in my channel, and I can stop that comment. So there are some other options also here on the left side. If you go in analytics, you will be able to see analytics of your video, that how many people viewed my video, and you can see the reach, percentage, impressions, and all that, how many views are there for that video. Then in engagement, you can see the graph, watch time hours, and audience. So, and again, there are some editors, comments, you can change the settings if you want. So there are many settings. Once you make it, try to explore all those things. I'm not going to tell you all those things in details because we are running short of time. So these features are available. You just upload and publish your video. So what you have to do is just go, and if I want this video I have uploaded, okay, yesterday. So I want to see this video. What I will do is I'll just close everything and I will go on YouTube. Okay. And on YouTube, I will type my name. You can create your video with your name or with your organization name. When you click on this create button, it will ask you personal website or organization. Choose always personal because we are doing it first time and you are using it for demo purpose. So you can select for personal, and you can type your name, or you can give name to your YouTube channel, whatever name you want, some creative name, and you can create it after. And when you want to search your uploaded video, just go in search and type the name of your channel. So I'm typing my name, and here you can see all my videos are visible. So if I click on my channel, all these videos are visible. So these videos I have posted. So this is very easy to use, my friends. So I am again telling you, it's a wonderful feature, and you can create your YouTube channel for free. You don't have to pay anything for it. It gets just 2 to 5 minutes to create your video and upload your video. If your bandwidth is good and your internet connectivity is proper, your video gets uploaded within 1 or 2 minutes. And if your bandwidth is slow, it will take few minutes to upload. So don't worry about it. If you are running low internet connectivity, it will take 5 to 10 minutes or sometimes 15 minutes to upload your video. It depends on the size of your video. If your video is bigger, You can always make it compressed. There are some video editor video editors are available. You can use that, and it's wonderful feature. So I am again telling you that create your own video, create your own YouTube channel, and upload it. If you face any difficulty, watch this video again. If you have any query, you can put your questions in chat box. So that's all for today. Valencia, stop your screen sharing. Okay, participants. So I'm very happy, and I'm getting thousands of messages on my personal Telegram group for how to record video for mathematics, for history. Many teachers are asking about their particular subjects. So let me tell you, my dear participant friends, that you can make video for any subjects. For example, you are a mathematics teacher. Tabletop facility is very much useful for those who want to some illustration with example, or you want to solve any mathematics sum. So you can actually draw it, or you can put it on paper, and you can use tabletop facility as I showed you. And it's very easy. So I'll take some questions from chat box. Many questions are coming up. So I will not repeat. Some repetitive questions are there. So I'll take few questions from it. Daisy D'Souza is asking, where does the recording get stored in mobile? So whenever you record your any video of particular lecture, automatically it goes to your gallery. So you have to go to your gallery of your mobile, and you can see your video in that, or you can go in file manager. There is other way. Go in file manager, go in videos, and you can see your video from there. Then will same apps work for computer? Yes. All the application I demonstrated, I showed you, all these applications will work on laptop plus mobile. So they are workable on both the gadgets. Then Renuka Paule is asking, can we pause while recording the screen? Renuka, every recorder has 3 buttons, that is start, pause, and stop. So if I'm recording my session and I want to pause in between, if I forget something and if I want to recollect that, if I want to show some demo, or if I am using some PPT, so I can pause in between. I can again resume the recording. Again, I can pause. Again, I can resume. So you can do that, not an issue. Korea is asking, will the front camera not create a mirror effect when recording the screen with phone placed on the stick or stand? No. When you are recording a screen with screen recorder, actually it is wonderful tool. You just click on the screen recorder and it will only record the screen of mobile. It will not use other camera. So that facility is actually inbuilt in any mobile, that when you are using any screen recorder only shows screen. So no other camera is used. So don't worry about that. Then Sabia Rubani is asking how to correct mistakes made while making videos. So most of them, means I will say 99% video recorders, they are having editing option. So if you miss anything, or if you do any mistake in any statement, you can go on that point and you can cut that point. I showed in V recorded in beginning. On mobile also you can do that. So video editors are already there. So you just go on Play Store of mobile, download any video editor. And if you have made 5 minutes video, and if you want to cut in between, or if you want to add some image, if you want to add some voice, you can do that with help of video editor. How to record speaker's face, Dr. Mabel Pimenta. So we can record face. Actually, there are 4 options available in every recorder. Like now, you can see my face. I'm talking with you, right? So I'm recording my face in front of my camera. Before this question answer session, I was just showing my screen to you. My laptop screen was visible to you. So these are 2 options. Then when I want to share the screen plus my face, that facility is also available. And if there is a group of people that we want to show our faces together, we can have that facility also there. So face can be recorded by choosing the option. When you go on the recorder and you choose that option, face plus screen. So your face will be visible with in corner of the screen. Or If you only want to show your face, you just have to select the face option. Or if you don't want to show your face, you can select the screen option. So that is available there. How to edit video at Sony Stalin? I already answered this question. Go download any video editor and you can edit your video. Then Amrita Chaudhary is asking, is any edit option available in mobile recorder apps? Yes. I already show you two recorders. One is screen recorder, which is already inbuilt in most of the Android phones. If it is not there, you can go on Play Store, you can download any video and you can edit that, not an issue. Then Hina Kazi is asking, can I insert videos from animes during Zoom live lecture? Yes, sure. So Hina, let me tell you, now we are on YouTube live, but right now I am using Zoom and we are streaming this Zoom meeting on YouTube, and I already showed you an animes video. So while I'm recording any lecture in Zoom, I can show animes, any video I can show, not a problem. Meenal Parthe is asking how to send videos of more than 17 MB from mobile. Yeah, many people face difficulty while sending bigger video from mobile. What you have to do is, you just go on that video, click on that. There is option send, save to drive. What you have to do is save to drive. But for that, you need your Gmail ID login. So you have to log in your Gmail ID in your mobile and go on the video, click on that video and save it to drive. It will get saved to your Google Drive, and from there you can share the link. So don't worry. So every time don't share video directly. What you can do is you can have a shareable link and you can share that link to people. So they will be able to download that video from that link. And if you want your participants or your students to access that easily, you can give a editor option in that. So they can edit, they can download, they can send it to other students across. Shafa Sheikh is asking how to download any software in laptop. Just go on Google, type the name of application or any software, and it will take you to the website of that software. And there is a download option. You just download. It's very simple. And if you want to download any application, for example, I want Screencast-O-Matic. So I will write Screencast-O-Matic download. So it will take me to the page directly to the download option, and I have to download the exe file. Once that file gets downloaded on my laptop, I can use that software easily. Upasana Singh is asking, is there some limitation in size of YouTube video? No, there is no limitation. You can have any size of video, but bigger video will take more time to get upload on YouTube. If you have a 4 or 5 minutes video, it immediately gets uploaded. If you, on my YouTube channel, I have 45 minutes, 1 hour's video, and they are big in size. It takes little time, 15-20 minutes. It depends on bandwidth or the internet connectivity of your device. So there is no size limit. You can upload n number of videos. You can upload any size of video on YouTube, not a problem. Then, is recording facility available in Zoom for paid users only? Patra Krishna. No. Patra, I am using Zoom for free. It is for education purpose. And nowadays, I think yesterday I heard some news that Zoom is making free for unlimited hours for educational institutions. So if you are using it for education purpose and you are recording it, all this recording is free. You don't have to pay for it, because I have already recorded many sessions on Zoom only, and I have uploaded on my YouTube channel. Adil Hussain, which is the best free video software? I already given the list. Again, you see my video again and go to that list. I already used all the software. OBS Studio is there, Limio is there, Screencast-O-Matic is there, Zoom is there. So you can select any, and they are very user friendly. You will be easily use that. How can we change the background of video? Yogesh Satpute. Yogesh, we can change the background. You can see this background by I'm sitting in some hall. So I can change this background. If I want some wall here, if I want some PPT here, if I want some image here, I can change it. What you have to do is, there in settings of every recorder, there is an option called virtual background. So go in setting, go in virtual background and select any image you want. You can download that image from Google. You can have some photograph. If you have clicked any photo, of any scenery and you want that photo in the background of your screen, you can use that. But when you are multiple times you are changing your background, what you have to do is while recording your video, always use green background. Or you can have a green curtain in the back. So it is very easy. It gives a better effect if you want to change the background. Rajiv Kumar Mente is asking, is there any limitation on size of video for Lodi Conchana? I already answered this question. So there is no limit. You can upload any size of video on YouTube. Rashmi Dhawan, how can we have a different background when we are live? Yes, I already answered this question just now. Can we use stop comment after uploading video on our YouTube channel? Yes, we can use that. We can stop it, we can delete it, we can again reload it multiple times. We can do that. Rajiv Kumar, how to remove the video from the channel? You just have to go on your channel, login, there, go on video, and there is option that if you want to delete or you want to edit, so you can edit that or you can delete that. You can do it anytime. There is option of deleting your YouTube channel also. If you have created channel by your name and if you don't want that people to see, you can go log in it and you can delete your channel. There is an option in setting, delete your channel, and you can again make new channel with help of email ID, and you can give other names. So that facility is available there. Is it possible to attach more than one videos? Yes, together. Yes, you can attach more than one videos. Any number of videos you can attach on YouTube. If two people wants to create video collaboratively using different mobiles, is it possible? Yes, it is possible. You have to just merge those videos. If I have done one video and my friend colleague has done his or her video and we want to merge that video, it's possible, not an issue. How do we connect Zoom with YouTube Live? Just we have connected right now. You can go to custom live streaming. You can go live. When you enter in Zoom meeting, there 3 dots are there. More is written on more. There is option live to YouTube, live to Facebook, or if you want to streamline, you can schedule the live meeting also, just like we did in the morning. So I think these are some of the questions I tried to answer. If you have more queries, questions, please ask me on my Telegram, personal Telegram. I'll be more happy. And I got many emails and some videos also from participants saying and that they have created their own websites. I'm very happy that you have could create your website yesterday and you could create all the Google Classrooms and Google Docs. Today, I will invite you to create your own video of 4 to 5 minutes, create your own YouTube channel and share that tomorrow. Thank you so much. Over to you, Manisha.
Good morning. Thank you very much, Sandhya ma'am. Good morning, everyone. Welcome everyone once again in the session, third day. There is a lot that we have learned in terms of creating website, creating content, and using different platforms for effective teaching. At FlyLearn, again, we are taking very, as of now, we believe that it's not easy to absorb so much in one go. So far in FlyLearn LMS platform, we've learned how to register as a teacher, how to create content, how to schedule a lecture. We believe that it is a process that will require you to keep doing it multiple times and do it with actual students, by inviting a couple of students that you may have, or maybe dummy students. Now it's like any typical new skill that we learn, a process which requires a practice, and soon enough you will find yourself being very comfortable. Like if I am today talking about it on a platform, which platform was designed 2 months back, all of us here can do the same. It's just a matter of going to the details of things that we find more easy to use in the beginning, and gradually upgrade to all the things that we require to learn in the journey of teaching effectively. The queries that we have got so far that we will try and address towards the end of the session. I also would like to already tell all of you, while you are practicing at your own pace with one to feature each in last 3 days that we have covered, and again we will take 2 features today of FlyLearn. We've received quite a few requests on doing an elaborate session which will cover specific feature at length in the format which is understandable and doable dynamically when we talk during the live session. We will make those announcements and we will cover all those for all those participants who want to practice it and use it in their day-to-day teaching. I will again highlight that teachers can use it for free. They can use all their YouTube, Microsoft content. They can have the Zoom facility, which is secured and not limited as we have in the free Zoom account. Okay, so coming to again the two features of today on Edfly Learn. I'll just share my screen. There was one question which said, do we get to see a dashboard like we have in Google Classroom? Even on Edfly dashboard, you get to see everything that you've created so far. This account that you see in front of you right now has multiple sessions created, classes we've hosted on this account. We've created multiple courses, syllabus, lectures, content of different format. So you will be able to see after some point of time all of this on your dashboard. I'll just quickly run through on the things that we have covered already. First session, we learned how to register on Edfly Learn, and we requested a lot of participants did try register. The problem was with the telecom operators and we could not have OTP received our inboxes. Yesterday, we had many participants, about 1,000 participants registering as teacher and using it. Many of us here are student teachers, which means they do not currently have a batch whom they are teaching. They are students as yet, and they will be future teachers. To all those participants, I would request that when you register as teacher and you request your teachers to have this used registered as teacher, and so that you could get invited as a student also. Why is it important for a teacher to understand both sides of the story, how it is experienced? Because then in that case, you know how it is seen by the students, how they will respond to the assignments, how they will respond to the content that you're uploading, how they are getting the invites and everything. And that will give you better understanding of how as a teacher you want to use the platform when you start to use for online lectures. So that's one thing on the registration part. Coming to content, again, covering one question that was asked. Content can be created on your own, which means video that Sandhya ma'am today covered. We can create videos, we can use YouTube videos, or Word document, Google documents, everything can be uploaded in various formats and published, edited, and left unpublished in our on teacher's dashboard for later to publish. We can always allow students to comment on the content that you are uploaded and reply to the questions or queries that students are asking you respective to the content that you have uploaded. Resource library allows us to access the content which are available for us that we've created in the past. Content store is open content resource, a library kind of like how we have in Google. When we search, we can find a lot of content available to access. This is a platform where all the teachers who have kept their content open for public to view, you will be able to access that. Syllabus creation. This is a new feature that we are going to cover today. Here, syllabus, what is the purpose of having a syllabus? We all understand that in a teaching format, we would want to teach in a structured way so that we have our assessments, we have our examinations, we have our practicals in most structured, effective fashion for students to understand more and evaluate it properly. So we create chapter-wise syllabus. Here, this is called chapter configuration. When we create syllabus, we have the topics to be covered in a particular time frame. And here, this is how we This is, so for college teachers, this is more first, second year, semester, second, third. For school teachers, we can leave it your division for school. It's first, second division, and subject we can select. This is basis the course that we have created in the past. So here the content math we are selecting, and we move to next. Here in math, chapter number, say it's 1. We want to cover circles. And then here we can add subtopics also, which will be further detailed topic. One chapter will have multiple topics. We can enter subtopics and save. Here you can see there are multiple chapters. Here the login is for you can only vote for understanding. I have added standard first A mathematics chapter 1. Like this, I have added multiple courses and multiple classes to teach, and in each we will have multiple topics, multiple chapters, multiple subtopics. All of that can be added, configured here, which can be accessed while lecture scheduling. When we are inviting our students, we will cover those, and we will have our students be aware what is the topic that we want to be we would be covering, and accordingly they can come prepared for it. There was a question that had come: how do we invite students? Now, earlier we had learned how to schedule lecture. In this, when the lecture is scheduled, there is an invite code that's created. When that invite code reaches a student in here, I'm selecting schedule lecture, yes. And I'll put a date of today's time, from time. What's the time right now? It's 11:07, so I'll put 11:10 a.m. to 11:20 a.m. and I'll save. Now, this is the invite code that we need to share with our student. And this we can email to our student, we can WhatsApp them, we can share it with, say, I will share it here. And this is how we can share it with our students. They can join and they can attend your lecture. This happens only for the first time. When they click on the lecture, students will have to register for the first time. And then as a teacher, we will be approving our students, whether we want them. Here you can see approve or reject. Students who will receive those invite codes will register, and as soon as they select the lecture schedule, you will get option to approve or reject a student. Here we can see there are many students already. I can select individually, I can select all together, and then I can approve or reject. Say you've invited students and you can't see the list here, you will refresh it and you will find all the students who've added to the lecture that you've scheduled. Now, that's all for today. I would request you all to try this at in your respective logins. And if you're not able to understand anything or you find any difficulty, you can always reach out to me on Telegram. I will share a YouTube channel link which has all these queries, small videos that are created which will help you understand these specific topics of how to create courses, how to invite students, how to manage courses. All of that has been broken into simplified videos which you can refer as many as times that you need to. And will request you all to try it. Try it yourself. have your students, have your teachers create dummy students if need be, to practice it in a fashion that's so comfortable for you that you don't get stuck while you are conducting live lectures. For all your questions that we need, I will see if we have more questions here. We will try and cover. Where do I see recording of my lecture? As you finish a lecture, immediately 30 seconds after that in your panel, teacher panel, you will be able to see the recording of your lecture. All of that can be taken when we go ahead on that feature particularly. We will explain to you what all you will be able to see as a history of your past sessions in terms of content, in terms of recorded lecture, in terms of attendance of your students, in terms of scheduled lecture which did not happen. All of that you will be able to see. Okay. If my institute isn't EdFly, can't I independent? If so, teachers can use it as independent teachers as well as for under an institute umbrella. Teachers who are independently teaching can use it for free. They only have to register and start scheduling lectures and adding their students. It is as secure and as useful as it is for institute. From institute perspective, there are additional features that are added, which will help management to understand, to maintain the regulatory aspects, the administration aspect of teaching in an institute. That is additional for the institute, but teachers can definitely teach independently as well. That's all, I believe. There are not too many questions that I see today. I would request you all to try using the platform and share your questions in the Telegram group for anything that you may want me to cover in the future sessions. Thank you very much for joining us again. Look forward to have you as our. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sandhya ma'am.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a good day, everyone. Signing off. Thank you.